All right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hello. 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 I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. You know, sometimes you gotta be weird. Sometimes you gotta be weird. How's everybody doing this morning? What, are you laughing at me? Okay. She says she was laughing at Grim. I don't know if I believe her. I don't know if I believe her. Brian, good morning. Ionic, good morning. Hope everybody is doing all right. I am tired. We had just the biggest day yesterday. We did so much. We did so much. It was ridiculous. Sage, hello. I'm physically present. You know, I think that's, you know, that's fine. Gosh, we did so much yesterday. We ran around so much. We went so much. Like, oh my gosh, we had such a good time. We had such a good time, but oh goodness. we are both just absolutely beat today. So finance your Pixel Fold. I can't activate an old device while this one is being repaired, so I have to wait until my busy season at work ends until I get this repaired. So they won't give you. This is the thing I don't understand. Why don't they give you a different phone? This is the thing I've never gotten. Why don't they give you a different phone in the meantime? You know what I mean? Why don't they go, hey, that phone is broken. In the meantime, like here's a different Pixel Fold for you to use. Of all the games I thought you'd had on the sequelitis wheel, I never thought it'd be this one. Brian, I can't tell you how excited I am to continue playing through this fantastic series. I'm so excited. Most likely I will get a replacement, but I have to send in my current one. Ugh. And then of course it's just a whole big thing until then. Of course it's a whole big thing until then. But all right, like Brian was talking about, excuse me, I'm very excited. Today we're playing Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3. I'm so excited to continue this series. I'm so excited to see where the game goes, where this series is going, where Strange Scaffold is taking us next. You know, after the events of, you know, not only 1 and 2, but Gaiden, and the mobile games, you know, I think a lot of people skip the mobile games, and that's a bummer because boy, let me tell you, they were a good time. You know, I don't know where we're going next, you know? I don't know where we're going next. So excited to see what happens. Oh, excuse me. It's fortunately mostly working. I need my phone for work. I can't just go without it for multiple days. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. That's really annoying, Ionic. I'm sorry. All right. But all right, as I was quickly responding to a message from Brian, today we're playing Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3. I'm very excited. Listen, we're just gonna boot it up. We're just gonna get into it. Started out streaming, found my Taxi Advance, Pokemon Let's Go, Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 2. Yeah, you know, I wanted to, when I started streaming, I wanted to make sure I hit some of my favorite franchises immediately. You know, I wanted to make sure I hit some of my favorite franchises immediately. And so, you know, those were the three. Those were the three to make sure, you know, I captured, you know, I got my people, you know. Make sure people who wanted, you know, people who wanted Dinosaur Mansion 2, you know, knew where to come. So I'm not gonna make a cum joke. I'm just not. Sometimes you just gotta leave it alone. Sometimes you just gotta leave it alone. You know what I mean? All right. Look at Grim down there. What a cutie. Started off the greatest franchise and it all went downhill from there. Oh, man. It would have been funny if I had just only ever streamed Pokemon. That would have been very funny. Now the joke is just as bad, but Sage, you do that all the time. Yeah, intentionally. All right. Check. Yep, that looks good. Let's go. Here. Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3. I'm so excited. We did it. We got there. Like if I click anywhere that isn't. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Listen, we're gonna jump into a new game. Why wait? Why wait? After the Bayless disaster and the Lazoria Historica, I'm sorry, the Lazoria Historia, there's no C, incident on Killfather Island, the restructured Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Super Science is regarded as the first line of defense for the United States of America. We all know, yeah. The legacy of heroic ATS officer Jack Breyer, now deceased, looms over the officers of the rapidly growing agency. Yeah, listen, we all know what happened. You know. Including recent Postal Inspection Service transfer, JJ Hardwell. JJ's first assignment as a member of the ATS brings him to the mansion of suspected super scientist Hunkin Dockwright III. with one simple goal. Please, God, do not let me find any dinosaurs. You know, that's how I feel every day. That's how I feel every day. Chapter 1. You stare up at the mansion, all 4 stories of it. Excuse me. Its gables just like razor teeth against the night sky. Did they have to send me here in the middle of the night? Let me know how the game sounds. Let me know if I gotta turn it up on the back end. And by the back end, I mean inside. Well, you know. Okay, JJ, pull together. You can do this. Pop in, look for any big glowing wires, right back out. Easy. Let's check our pockets. Oof. The same standard issue equipment ATS agents get since Jack Breyer stopped the Bayless disaster. Nothing. Well, that seems... I'd like to see the guy who wrote equip all agents with wits identification come out here with nothing but a pair of sunglasses, see how he likes it. Let's look around. Oh. That did a thing. We advanced a trait, which is fun. The house seemed to exhale, matching your own breath. That's just the pipes creaking. Probably. All right. To open the gate, let's head on in. You know, that lock is just part of the thing. As you approach the gate, you realize it's extremely locked. Padlocks run up and down the gate, some linking back into other padlocks. As if that weren't enough, the gate appears to be welded shut. That's excessive. What do I do? Think, JJ. Think. Hell yeah. This game's a match 3, and I love it. Match symbols to climb the gate. So I need 5 of everything, and then I can use the action to climb the gate. Look how good I am at match 3. Ah, ow. There we go. Climb the gate. Think complete. I'm done thinking. Developing calf injury? Oh no, that's bad. I definitely didn't expect this to be a match 3. Then on the other side of the gate with a gentle thwump, carefully checking yourself for injury. Couple scrapes, okay, nothing too bad. Stitch yourself up with spare thread from your vest. It's not pretty, but it'll do most of the job. Good thing I paid attention to that ATS first aid seminar. Oh, ATS first aid seminar. The walk from the front gate is a short one. Pale stone outlined by twisted mint green plants. I'm terrible. I didn't... How was everybody's weekend? I'm just so tired. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm just so tired. I'm sorry. I realized I was like, we jumped right into the game. We didn't talk about nothing. And then, oh. Okay, here's how we get to the settings and stuff. Okay. Checking your blind spots, you can't help but notice some of the plants resemble human limbs. Don't notice that. That doesn't bode well. You knock on the door only to find it swing inward on creaking hinges. Even worse, that's even worse. Low chitter. Other than the phone thing, I'm good. Played a bit of Inquisition and decided I'm not gonna keep watching Claire Obscure. I wanna play the game. I like that. That's always a good spot. That's always a good spot when you play a game and you're like, no, this is it. You read the reports. Words fail you. Breath fails you. You grasp at your surroundings and find your muscles don't have the strength to close the door in time. Unable to resist the raptor's jaws, it clamps down into your vest and hurls you through the entryway. Well, now we're in the house, and we're being attacked by a raptor. Defeat the raptor. Match knives. Knife, 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 knife. It looks like I can eventually unlock another attack ability. Oh no. I was hoping I could get through without it biting me. Oh, I got a little money. The raptor had money in his pockets, I guess. I fought a raptor and won. Holy cow, that means I can't leave. This is the site of active super science. I can't go till I've shut it down. Damn it. It's a good reaction of like, fuck, I gotta do my job. Yeah, we had such a good time yesterday. I'm just so beat. We started playing Blueprints. You know, raptors are amazing hoarders of cash. It's in all the biological history books. Yeah, there's you can't even see a picture of a raptor without seeing its pockets stuffed full of Benjamins. Yeah, Aaron and I started playing Blueprints on I think Saturday. Speed walking through the manor, you find yourself at the end of a long corridor. Suits of armor stand at attention, flanking the path forward. Their vigil is a silent one until... No. In spite of your expectations, the suits of armor remain completely and utterly still. Huh. Given how badly all this started, I thought one of those suits would come alive or something. I guess that matches the field report from the Bayless disaster. No suits of walking armor there. Why would this place be so similar to the site of the Bayless disaster? And why do I keep bringing up the Bayless disaster? I saw you started Blueprints and I was like, hell yeah. We're having such a good time. We're having a time because you know what? Listen, there's not gonna be important dialogue in this. We're gonna have a no headset day because I'm tired. We're having a good time. It's also very particularly frustrating in the way a like meta puzzle game is, you know? Let's remember Jack's heroic sacrifice. Why do I keep thinking about Jack Breyer? This place is getting to me. Need to finish the mission and get out of here, man. You continue through the mansion, finding big doors, tiny doors, doors that can be only opened by inserting strange symbols, and even doors without any handles. Oh, a locked door. Finally find a normal door, barred by at least seemingly normal means. You jiggle, well. All right, whatever, bye locked door. Can't do anything about that right now. Best find a key and do it fast. Wandering through the hallways, finally see the telltale glint of a key on the floor, past a brontosaurus leg. Bursting through the ceiling, one of these creatures' feet alone fills the entire hallway. It'll be a tight squeeze, but once you're through, it'll all be worth it, right? Breezy! Breezy, hello. Welcome to watching the greatest game franchise of all time. Breezy, welcome to the sequel to one of the greatest games ever. Match 3, love to watch the Mighty KY, because Match 3 is great. Received such high praise in the Discord announcement I had to see for myself. I remembered the Discord announcement. Oh God. All right. Crazy, how are you? How are you doing? Need these blue. Doing great. Just competed in my first line dance competition this weekend. I didn't get past the first round, but I had a blast. That's good. That's the important thing, is you had a good time. That's the most important thing, is you had a good time. I'm very excited. You tried your best. That's what's important. There you go. Seeing other people who are there on TikTok, been making connections with the community, which is cool. That's nice. Love that. I had more blue than I thought I did. Hell yeah. Trade progressed. Steel shoulders, neat. Collapsing onto the floor, you grab the key, only to find it crumbling in your hands. Your shoulder throbs, your eyes sting from more than pain, and yet something tells me you should find that door again. A locked door again. Break down the door. You slam the door with your shoulder, hard. It yields with a shower of splinters, rendered in glorious 4K. What's 4K? Why did you think of the term 4K? And why can you suddenly snap this door in half when previously it felt impossible? That's a good question. Now my friend and I are discussing traveling all over the country this summer. Different qualifiers to compete. I love that. That's cute as hell. I love that. Suddenly, you step into an oasis. Fully stocked bar is calmly seated at the center of your personal nightmare. There's a neatly scrawled note on the counter. Gone because I don't want to be here. Honor system till I get back. Gone because I don't want to be here is wild. Gone because I don't want to be here is wild. I've been doing dance a year yet. I realize how cool line dancing is. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're having such a good time. I'm glad you're having such a good time. How was your weekend? Restful, I hope? No. No, not at all. But in a good way. For good reasons. For good reasons. We went out and did a bunch of stuff. We went up to, okay, yeah. We went up to Asheville on Sunday. We went to, oof, that was a good stretch, sorry. We went to a farmer's market, 2 bookstores, the comic book store. We went to a pop-up vintage clothing thing. We went to clothing store. We got I put it in the Discord. We got the full series of Fringe on DVD from one of the discount stores we went to. And I bought a copy of Enchanted Arms. It's Enchanted Arms. I've always called it Enchant Arms, and I don't know why. I got a copy of Enchanted Arms. For 360. Kira, hello. Kira, hello. How are you? Autumn. Oh no, you got Automod. What happened? Okay, calm down, Automod. Calm down, Automod. Automod is like, you can't say that slur, and it's like, relax. Slushin, how you doing this morning? Slushin, how are you? I'm tired, resting after good social fun yesterday, playing Blueprints. Hell yeah, that's nice. That's nice, I'm glad. I'm glad. We had similar days. Hi, I'm a zombie. Oh my gosh, should everyone just have like a super crazy Sunday? That means you, JJ. H. What? How'd they know I'd be here? What's a store doing in the middle of a random swamp mansion? I don't think playing board games with friends is super crazy. I mean, in that we had a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna get bandages. I think bandages seems good. All right, figure out what's going on in the mansion. You leave the shop behind and all of the new questions it raises. You're gonna stop hunking, get out of this mansion, grab some gelato, and forget any of this ever happened. But first, there's something about this hallway. I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? You know where you've seen this before. Yeah, I was say I'm gonna need more of these, you little jerk. This looks just like the hallway where Jack Breyer first encountered the Bayless T-Rex. Okay, sure, it looks the same. But the Bayless disaster happened 1,300 miles away. This isn't even architecturally feasible. That's the sound a dinosaur makes. I don't know. The ground quakes beneath you. Cracks form in the ceilings and wall. No! You're dead! You died twice already! Grrr! Well, it's a zombie T-Rex now, obviously. Hell yeah. I love video games. Defeat the unknown abomination from the Bayless disaster. That's fine. Sometimes you gotta fight a dinosaur, it's okay. Is this guy our ruby throated friend? I see what you did there. I see what you did there. This doesn't use my turn. Okay, wait, dinosaurs can't use knives. Maddie's a thrice revived zombie T-Rex. I know, but still. But still, let's not get ridiculous about it. Ow. Okay, healing uses my turn. So. Okay, shoulder bash doesn't use my turn. Let's shoulder bash and first aid. And that'll be my turn. Who here was a dinosaur kid? I mean, who wasn't a dinosaur kid? I've actually been playing through Fossil Fighters Champions. That's the DS game, right? I've heard good things about that. Oh God, I'm so injured. Ow. You have an emulator on my phone? Hell yeah. Once I finish, it'll be Pokemon Conquest because I never got into that. Oh my God, I need to finish Pokemon Conquest. Actually, what I need to do is I need to restart Pokemon Conquest because they have retro achievements now. So when I'm done playing all 4 Gen 5 games and when I maybe figure out how to play Pokemon Coliseum, like, once I figure all that nonsense out, I need to go back and do Conquest. I started up Fallen Order last night as a break from FF5. Thinking to make that a thing now. Yeah, I've heard good things. I've heard good things. I'll admit I was never a dinosaur kid. That's why, I mean, but like, you like dinosaurs, right? Because dinosaurs are cool. Everybody thinks dinosaurs are cool. And now you can be a dinosaur adult. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Brian. See, Brian knows what's up. Brian knows what's up. I keep getting in the second planet and dropping off. Trying to make a real go of it. Star Wars is my favorite media franchise. Are we gonna talk about how Star Wars sucks? Aaron and I were talking about it in the car. Streaming the game is good accountability. I feel that. I get you. I get you on that. I always loved it, so hopefully I'll make it through. Yeah, I hope so. It's really difficult when you're trying to enjoy a game and you're just not clicking for whatever reason. You know? Like in story mode, I'm not out here suffering for no reason. I'm with that. I'm with that. That's real. That's real. Also, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by my Gundam game. You blink. The zombie T-Rex lies unmoving in an avalanche of meat and rubble. I won? I actually won! I get to go home! You don't see the claw until it's too late. Oh, rip. I have that with most open world games, why I've never finished Inquisition or any of the Elder Scrolls. I used to play games on harder and realized it might be why I never finished games. Don't you just be content with games not being overly challenging? Gaming should be relaxing. I mean, here's the thing. If people want to play difficult games and be tested and stuff like that, that's fine. That's cool. That's not what everybody's here for. You know? That's not what everybody's here for. No, chapter complete, because I died. I played Elden Ring for the first time once I finished a few games. We keep talking about playing Elden Ring, the seamless co-op Elden Ring. We keep talking about playing the seamless co-op Elden Ring, and then they did the new Night Rain or whatever it's called. Looks pretty cool. I've never played a Soulsborne other than attempting Sekiro twice. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would call Sekiro a Soulsborne. I think Sekiro is very different. I think Sekiro is very different from general Souls content. Played Inquisition on easy. It's mainly due to me disliking the combat. That's fair. Darkness, imprisoning me. All that I see. Everybody gets that joke, right? Everybody, right? Everybody thinks I'm funny. Please? Oh God. This must be what death feels like.
Ew, boys.
Don't pity laugh like that. Don't. That's like, oh God, the streamer's breaking down. Everybody laugh. The streamer's having a crash out. Everyone playing clap sound effects. You long to disappear into the void. No more dinosaurs. No more super science. No more puzzles with oddly shaped symbols. Wait. Puzzles? Where'd that thought come from? Before you can consider this mystery, a light begins to brush away the edges of your personal abyss. Get up, lad. Game's not over. A man comes into focus with the gentle click of glass against glass. Hunkin' Dockwright III. The bartending version of him, sure. There's been a lot of cloning going on here. There's so many clones. Made you laugh though? That's true. You're under arrest for crimes of super science. I forgot how rambunctious you agent types can be. Listen, something's off about this place. You know it. I know it. And the problem goes way beyond. Dinosaurs. We're in a video game, lad. You're in a video game, lad. And I'll need your help to fix it. That can't be true. I'm real. I have memories. I've had an entire life. Okay, Mr. Totally Real. Here's a question for you. Is fishing just not work? Fishing? It just worked earlier. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why it's broken. What's the first J in your name stand for? Ha! Jason! I was named after my mom's favorite brother. How sweet. Now, what's the second J stand for, champ? Well, it stands for... I don't know. Why can't I remember? Video games are made by developers, and game developers are fickle, fragile beings. As far as I can tell, they thought J.J. Hardwell was the perfect name for their hero. Even came up with a cute backstory for the start. But then, in all the rush of development, they forgot to give you a middle name. I don't remember my mother's name. All I can think of is the name Mom. Yeah, I was hoping we could avoid the existential breakdown until later. But I had to kill the light in your eyes first, because it was annoying. Now you're taken care of. The place where you died was a demo. Developers slapped it together for some big event. It's a house of cards that's breaking everything in my main project, including my bar. Track down the bugs, let me get back to mixing cool drinks, and you can figure out what life you want to live between playthroughs. Sound good? Bugs as in spiders? Nah, bugs in the code. It's the ones and zeros holding this whole thing together. And not too well, I might add. If you say so. It'll be simple. You'll start the demo again, only this time I'm gonna put you in debug mode, so you remember things across deaths. I've died before and don't remember? Yep, it's what you heroes do. All you have to do is keep an eye out for anything unusual or flat out broken, and fix it if you can. Think you can handle that? No, definitely not. They should have had the main character ask if the developers developed this man to break the fourth wall. Did they develop to, and then you're cross-eyed. First time trying to clip on mobile, I hope it's okay. I'm sure you did great. I believe in you. I mean, I guess I don't want our game to be broken. That's the spirit. Trade progressed. Matt, I'm taking so many notes. Oh, for blueprints? This is our blueprints notebook. I'm using software that comes with built-in drawing strings between articles function. That's great. That's great. That's smart. All right. Yeah, you can't play the game. Would anyone mind giving me a rundown? I've watched Fawn play it a few times. I don't know what's going on. So Breezy, Blueprints is a roguelike puzzle board game in which you are bequeathed the mansion of your great uncle. If you can find the hidden 46th room. The base gameplay is you are placing down rooms as you go through a door. As you've probably seen, you go through a door, you get a choice of rooms, and you're trying to make it to the 46th hidden room. And then also a bunch of other shit happens. I thought of it a bit like Betrayal, the way you're adding rooms. It is a bit like Betrayal. I wish there was another board game, because it's not really how Betrayal works, but also kind of. So, you know. I got it the first time. Huggins had to look for bugs. Anything seems unusual. Heck of a thing to look for given the circumstances. You scan the grounds and notice a path snaking around the side of the mansion's fence. Was that there before? Hell yeah, key nice. I've heard nothing but good things. Maybe I'll pick it up. I think it's really good. I think it's really good. I wish the demo was still around. You pick your way along the fence, keeping your eyes on the ground. The trail takes you around the back of the mansion. An overgrowth of thorny vines obscures the rusted fence. Something glints between the foliage. Digging through the brush might hurt, but can you afford to ignore whatever's down there? No, do it. Ow. Cool scar. We have a cool scar now. Your forearms are clawed by thorns, but soon enough you have your prize. Your pain is rewarded with a small, seemingly pocket-sized shotgun. This is cool, but who leaves fully loaded weapons just lying around? Oh, video games. Right. Time to get through the gate. Why can this go in the large slot? Can I use a bandage? No. All right. Get over that gate. Knockdown ends the encounter. Oh yeah, I can just bash down the gate now. Job done. You dust yourself off as the gate clatters to the cobblestones. Hell yeah. As you approach the front door, a throaty purr reverberates through the lavish doorknob. You know the source all too well. Yeah, we've really been enjoying Blueprints. I feel like we're missing... This time you're prepared. I feel like we're missing a thing. It feels like we have a lot of information on things, but not a lot of things to action on. So... But yeah. Who's the dev? It's a new dev. I doubt it's his first game, but it's not anybody that like you would recognize, you know what I mean? Makes me happy when new grades pop up. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt it's like his first game because I'm sure he's made other games. Because this really has a thing of polish to it. But Lunkin wants you to find bugs. This probably means it's about time you explore your new home. You ascend the grand staircase. To your left extends a familiar corridor lined with suits of armor. To your right, a collection of eccentric portraits surround around a paint-stained door. Let's go to the Hall of Knights again. This is a good time. Huh. Just a long, sinister, suspense-building hallway. They're the same publisher as Billionaire Cassette B. Yeah, it's published by Raw Fury. It's not so scary once you've seen it once or twice. This time the sound rings out from behind you. Turn around. You turn your head and you glimpse an approaching shadow. Your heart freezes in your chest. Oh, I got some stress. At the center of the corridor, blocking all exits, a suit of armor marches forward, sword held high. Oh no! Raise visor increases your stress. Match dives to deal damage. Yeah, Raw Fury has some great games. Stress can build up silently, then explode with unpredictable consequences. When your stress meter fills up, you'll be hit at random by one of several nasty effects. Then it resets to 0. Well, I hate that. Random question, have you heard of Paired? It's a daily conversation relationship app. I haven't heard of it, no. But that doesn't mean anything. Ow. Don't attack me with a sword, man. Come on. Oh yeah, post-trauma looks great. Post-trauma looks great. Some people I know have been playing it. Knowing people on the internet makes me like more unsure about like saying friends. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, are we friends or like, are we just people that know each other? You know what I mean? You know, maybe it's just me overthinking it. Focus games, daily quiz, daily conversation question. Today it asks, would you rather walk down the street holding hands or with your arms around each other? It encourages you to go in depth. Oh, I got a ton of money. Suit of armor crumbles to the ground. Your breathing is shallow, you're shaking and sweating. Do you feel like friend is becoming more synonymous with acquaintance, even though they have two different definitions in theory? Yeah, and I feel like sometimes like it doesn't matter. But I also feel like there's some very specific examples, you know, where I'm like, I don't know what friend is, you know. Closing your breath for a moment, you inhale, then exhale, pausing at the top of every breath. Soon enough, your pulse normalizes, and you can think, oh, bug encounters. That knight was not moving before, which means the demo's changing. That isn't good. I've been dating my boyfriend for 3 weeks, so it caters to that. Yeah, I can see that. Opening a nearby door, you reach a dead end and are astounded at its emptiness. Footsteps echo in a seemingly endless space. There's no props, no characters. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. That's for Brian. Hello? Hello? It's like they forgot about you. The hallway doesn't respond. Knowledge of emptiness. What does that mean? The hallway does not respond, but the slight tremble in your breath seems to reverberate down its empty corridors with a deep longing. I'll remember. End of branch. Okay.
Hey, did you just take his wallet? He just took that guy's wallet.
Okay, yeah, I have to restart from here. Go through the painted door. because that's... We didn't go that way. Find yourself in a room filled wall to wall with the work of an artist obsessed with the reptile form. As you admire some of the more colorful pieces, you get the sinking feeling that you're being watched. Scan the, yeah, listen. Let's. Peekaboo. You can't see them, but they can see you. Suspicious painting. Matching paintbrushes gain progress. Matching red symbols reduces progress. Okay, don't match red symbols. I'm sure that will be easy. We just have to match not red symbols. Oh, nah. Okay, if I match this, that's 4 red symbols, and that's... Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. What did I say? Easy peasy. Reading the reviews of blueprints may do some people not understand the concept of the game. I'm very curious at some reviews, but the bloodshot eyes of a feathered dinosaur glower at you from its frame. They look like they're screaming. Carefully take down the portrait. You sidle up to the portrait, but before you can remove the painting, a creature bursts through its surface. Ah! The dinosaur flies in dizzying circles before diving at you. That art was innocent, you monster! It's a bird, it's a dinosaur, it's got really sharp teeth. Oh, I can hurl paintings, that's fun. Hell yeah, combos. Clear my symbols? You son of a bitch. Most negative reviews are on the RNG nature of the game, which I feel like is a huge part of the game. I knew about that before the game was even released. I've seen some people talk about it, and I think the problem becomes when you've reached later points in the game. I've seen multiple people talk about this where like people don't want to deal with the random nature of the game when they're trying to figure out like one specific thing, you know, they want to figure out the thing. And so I do like kind of understand that. No, come on! I also think it's the view I have sometimes, you know, when I get a little frustrated, where it's like, how dare this game make me play it? So Come on, dog. Come on, dude. I just want to throw a painting at you. Let me live. There we go. Just to leave me as the game advertises itself as a roguelike puzzle game, and RNG is a huge nature of roguelike games. Yes. I also think that Blueprints has a pretty solid meta layer that a lot of people are interested and excited to engage with. And I think the frustration comes from the friction between those two parts. You know? I think the friction comes between those two parts. A cloud of feathers explode into the air as the Archaeopteryx falls to the ground. A feathered dinosaur might be more historically accurate, but it looks wrong. Still, this is a video game. Maybe there's something useful buried under there. Loot the body! You plunge your hands into the corpse's feathered coat and rake your fingers through the plumage. You start to feel silly and a little ghoulish when your pinky brushes against cool metal. What the? How does a gun this large fit inside? You know what? Never mind. You look back at the body to see what else you might be able to learn, only to see it disappear into thin air. If that's how video games work, I guess I better move fast next time I'm dealing with a body. I thought I solved a big puzzle in Blueprints. All I got was some coins. Yeah, they we're at a point, and I want to be very careful about spoilers, right? I want to be very clear about spoilers. I don't want any spoilers for Blueprints. But where Aaron and I are right now, we have a lot of info about things in the world, and we are struggling to figure out how to make that actionable. So the corridor eventually opens into a library with a sparkling hourglass on a pedestal, prominently displayed in the center of the room. Winking stars gently undulate around the hourglass's spin, suspended in midair. Opposite you, a figure cloaked in shadow creeps towards the pedestal. Who are you? Ignoring you, the figure steps forward. The pedestal's light lifts the shadows from his face. Hey, JJ. You look like me. Why are your eyes glowing red? Why do you think? You're my evil twin? Something like that. The developers named me Evil JJ, made me hunt you down whenever you got too stressed. It was supposed to be a systemic challenge, a reason to keep your stress low. But they took that feature out right after the demo, so I'm just kinda here, left to my own ends. Should I be worried? Look, I'm not proud of what I did it because I had to. But I'm not evil. Now that I'm free, I have no interest in fighting you. I just need to reach the lower game functions and make things right. So what's with the hourglass? The cosmic hourglass? Well, that definitely doesn't. I'm borrowing it. What does it do? It lets me ignore boundaries limiting the typical NPC. I'm looking for something. It's complicated. That sounds ominous. You wouldn't understand. You're just gonna have to trust me. Negotiator. No. I can't let you do this, Evil JJ. Hand over the hourglass. I'll just have to kick your ass the way I did back in Alpha. Here's JJ. Defeat Evil JJ if you can. 60. Oh God. Evil shoulder bash. Oh God. He's just me but stronger. You ever just not feel good about evil you appearing and wanting to take something called the Cosmic Hourglass? You know? Oh. Oh, he raises my stress by 10. Well, that's all right. Listen, I just gotta get good at... Oh, why does his shoulder bash do so much damage? I was like, I just gotta get good at match 3, but no, he's just actually stronger. Man. Man, it's almost like he's super strong and you're not supposed to beat him. Okay, but I don't care. Oh, man. I was supposed to get in touch with me about getting a new suit after I got off work. So it disappears because I fell asleep. Please do. Please do, Sage. If you got, you know, if you gotta sleep, get your sleep. Get your sleep. That's the most important thing. Oh. Game over. Bummer. Okay, let's go to the Hall of Knights. One unexplored option. Oh, that's nice. Coward. Realizing the door nearest you is locked, you have no choice but to face the suit of armor in deadly combat. Oh, well, we got all the options at least. And we progressed coward, so you know, we're progressing. I call that progress. God, I love match 3. Puzzle Quest was one of the greatest games ever made. Puzzle Quest was one of the greatest games ever made, and it's absolutely unconscionable that they just stopped making those games. Matt, they made Puzzle Quest Galactrix, and then they made Puzzle Quest 2, and then they made Puzzle Quest 3. Yeah, and all of those were bad. All of those were bad. I heartily recommend people check out Puzzle Quest. I think the one on the Switch is the only one that has this like remaster content. I haven't looked into, I think there's a Steam version. I haven't looked into what that has, but they added remaster stuff to the Switch port. They like remastered it and added a free story DLC. So I absolutely recommend people check that out. I do need to find about the Switch version, or the Steam version rather. Okay. All right. So we checked all of the, we got all the options there. Go somewhere else. "12 unexplored options." Oh my god. Freeze. Trade progressed. Law enforcer. Oh, I don't like that. Ignoring you, the figure steps forward. You're a bug? More like a vestigial feature. I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna pick different options. How do I know you're not really evil? Would someone who was evil tell you he's named Evil JJ? Well, wouldn't someone named Evil JJ say he's isn't evil? Touché. Yeah, all right, please don't make me regret this. I won't. Trade progressed. Bad idea. Bad ideas? Clutches the hourglass in his fist and sprints further into the manor before vanishing into a shower of pixels. Yeah, that's gonna be bad, I'm sure. Bartender Hunkin twists a stained rag around a mist glass. You see what I'm reduced to? The hue of these rags would have been 20% brighter a month ago. Why did you tell me there's an evil version of me wandering around? Ah, you met Evil JJ. Don't worry about him. Don't worry? He's just another NPC trying to mess with the project while the developers are seemingly MIA. If we're lucky, next time he's poking around Cody doesn't understand, he'll fry himself. Focus on the bug hunt, you'll be fine. Aren't you a bad guy? Who are you to say if someone's bad or good? Retired bad guy. I told you, I've given up on super science mumbo jumbo. I just want to mix cocktails in peace. I can't do that if the liquid shaders keep breaking. The less time you waste dealing with nuisances like Evil JJ, the better. Now grab what you need, go find those bugs. Hey, before I get back there, is anything else you forgot to mention? No, not really. Just a place called Clown Alley. We don't go there anymore. But now, you do. I don't want to go to Clown Alley. What makes you think I want to go to Clown Alley? You emerge into a dilapidated corridor full of missing geometry. Stock images of clowns decorate the walls and ceilings. The letters painted on the floor could be inscribed in paint or blood. To do, creepy rhyme about clowns. Huh. In the distance, you hear the honk of a rubber horn. In the other direction, a door seems to lead to a quieter passage. Oh, man. Let's seek the honking. Bad ideas. You finish stepping without a second thought. Click. Oh, shoot. A bomb goes off right next to you, inexplicably leaving the room intact, but severely damaging you in the process. A sea of wires linked to improvised explosives becomes apparent. I was so focused on the honking I didn't even notice. Ordnance disposal, standard ATS fieldwork though. This shouldn't be a problem. So, if I had the trait developing calf injury, I would have been able to step back, so the meta stuff in this game is really interesting. Oh, why did I get hurt? Oh. Oh, I take damage if I match red. I missed that. Okay, well. I missed that was happening, and then I killed myself. Matching red symbols deals damage. Disarm increases progress. Okay, you know. Oh, come on. Stop it. No. No, stop getting combos! I need to use the bandages. I need to I have so much money. No, that's not where I wanted to go. That was a really good combo. How dare you? Okay, I'm glad I can go, that's the wrong thing. You're not, Ionic, you're not helpful. You don't like my backhanded compliment? No. Surprising. Surprisingly, no, I do not.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Okay. Just gonna use my bandages. God, what was that other? It wasn't a match game. Oh God. Oh God. It used my bandages. That sucks. I mean, I think the idea is I should not do this until I have... I'm gonna do one more. I think what the game wants me to do is understand, hey, don't go this way until you can dodge the bomb. But it's me, so fuck that. Oh, I thought this was gonna be a 4. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I thought I had enough. Oh. Okay. Can you not use the first aid more often? It uses my turn. I should have used one. Breathing heavily from too many close calls, you leave a hallway full of tripwires behind. There's some money on the floor alongside a small note. Still waiting on art assets. Maybe if our director wasn't so busy demanding concept revisions, we'd have them by now. That is a hell of a thing to write into the game files. I hope they're doing all right. You pocket the money left by the disgruntled developer, the grunt of satisfaction. Law enforcer. An illegal and somewhat nonsensical tripwire setup was dismantled today. You did good work here. Yeah, I should have used it more. You are correct. Especially because it uses my turn, and that would not advance the board. See, these are the match 3 things. I gotta remember. As you begin to trudge down the remaining hallway, you realize it ends in a dead end about 20 feet in front of you. Containing that 20 feet is a lot of nothing. A strange door directly to your right seems to lead somewhere. Oh, knowledge of emptiness. Go down the empty hallway. The developers wouldn't make 2 empty hallways, would they? Take a few steps in the empty hallway. So many forgotten places. The poetry of silence, intentional and not. At that moment, you enter an invisible trigger zone. A panel opens to your left, and a giant boxing glove on a spring knocks you through the opposite wall with a loud boing. Well, we found a secret thing, it seems like. I didn't want a backseat, so I wanted to wait until after you won. Despite the monumental nature of your crash, the wall behind you shows no signs of your disturbance. Ugh, my head, where am I? A sign on the wall reads pie storage. Sure enough, the walls in the room are stacked floor to ceiling with pies. I guess this is where all the pies in the game come from? Jeez, there's so many. Honk. Where's that coming from? Honk, honk. I'm not scared in case you were wondering, I just had questions. A pterodactyl wearing clown makeup swoops down from above. It opens its mouth to screech, and in its place, honk. That's terrifying. That's objectively terrifying. Eat pie. Clears opponent's symbols, but deals 1 damage per pie eaten. That's hilarious. Honking is Brian in this game? I mean, the pterodactyl is the bird of dinosaurs. So... deals damage and prevents me from using action for a turn. Sucks. Stupid cheating bird. Untitled pterodactyl game. So I'm gonna throw these pies while it lets me. Yeah, see? Come on! Hell yeah. Big combo that then it'll clear immediately. Untitled pterodactyl game is really good. Hell yeah. Paclownodactyl. I didn't even realize it was called Paclownodactyl. As the Paclownodactyl falls out of the sky, its limbs stretch and contort in every direction as physics take over. I've seen that in video games. If that's not a bug, I don't know what is. There you go, bug encounters. Breathe a sigh of relief and head back towards the bar, hoping you've seen the last of Clown Alley. That's when you notice the vault door, imposing in metal. You get the feeling it's locked tight. Wally's Folly. Try the door. The door simply does not yield. The crank doesn't turn. You knock on the door and you can tell it's thick. Wally's Folly. Okay. I know we've got one more path here. We go through the door. A clown's laugh echoes around you as the doorknob comes away from the door, attached by a pull string. I hate this. I hate this so much. A trapdoor opens beneath your feet, launching you in an underground room. You barely have time to get your footing before you hear the honking behind you, accompanied by the deafening scream of a chainsaw. I don't think it's the Baclownodactyl. Hunt of the Fallen Jester. Hunt or be hunted. Oh. Match knives to deal damage. Oh, God. Oh, that does 3. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on, stop doing this. What do I need for this? I need blue. I need green to hide. Sucker punch. Oh, destroy all knife symbols. Oh, well, that's fun for him. I'm gonna clear his, and I'm gonna clear his symbol bank. Oh, that doesn't use my turn. And sucker punch him. Pagow! Right to the kisser. Oh, the swing chainsaw is just his normal thing. Ow! That's what's up. The chainsaw goes silent. It's wielder sinking into the water before despawning. But not before you catch a glimpse of a face beneath the diver suit. Was that another Hunkin? I guess Bartender Hunkin wasn't lying about all that cloning thing. You reach down and take possession of the chainsaw yourself. It's heavy but feels good in your hands. Powerful. I'll hold on to this, just in case. Ooh, I got two doolies. That's fine. End of branch. Okay. So I can't go that way. I got two doodlers. So I'll do some basic upgrades here. I need to go here for bug hunting because I have finished bug encounters. You've seen plenty of odd events in your wanderings, but even more than that, found that some walls in the mansion tremble with no clear source for their disturbance. Returning to the ground floor, you pick a direction with a good feeling you're about to unveil the biggest bug yet. Following the trembling walls, you emerge in a greenhouse. Smells of moisture and ancient dust. Rows of dangerous-looking plants line the floor, their roots spilling out of the soil beds like the hands of disturbed corpses. What kind of horrific reptile plant mutants did the developers intend for you to face here? In the mud, you see the fresh footprints of a large dinosaur, and realize you're about to find out. Greenhouse Grapple. The hybrid. Oh, look, he's kind of cute. if I can increase all symbols by 3. Ooh. Need more knives. There we go. Oh my god, he solar blasted me right in the face. Can you believe it? Can you believe this dinosaur just like solar beamed me right in the face? What is this world coming to? Everybody's like, yes, I absolutely believe it. Damage. What made you decide you were going to play this today? So this is one of the Lunaticon featured games. This is a featured game for Lunaticon. So I was like, F it. Pap. I also really love Strange Scaffold and love all of their stuff. I think they're making some of the most interesting games. Just in general, I think they have like an incredible catalog. I think they have they have an ethos that is very exciting for indie game dev. And so I'm just kind of generally always excited for what they're going to do. And then making a weird match 3 Metroidvania is cool as hell. You know? I was curious how we got this. I thought we spun the sequelitis wheel. Brian made that joke. One of the things going on social media leading up to the release of this game was people talking about the people making jokes about the previous games in the creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion series. Matt was one of the top streamers in the world for a second one. When they spun the wheel, landed on sequelitis, we lucked out. Can I ask a silly question? Yeah, Breezy, what's going on? What's a Metroidvania? So Metroidvania is a genre of game like Super Metroid, Castlevania. It's a game where you are exploring a map, and as you make progress in that map, you unlock new powers or items or abilities that allow you to explore more parts of that map, right? So it's like, oh, I'm exploring this map, and then, oh, now I have a grapple hook. So now I can grapple to some of the ledges that previously were out of reach. Now I have a double jump. Now I have some sort of item like a missile or a bomb that lets me blow up walls or open doors that I couldn't open previously. Yeah, generally with a lot of backtracking. The really well-designed ones don't, but yes, it does generally involve a lot of backtracking. Brushing moss off your uniform, you move towards the clatter of pots and pans on tile floor that's been ringing through the mansion. The kitchen! I like this little evil onion. That guy's real cute. Listen, I see the evil tomato. I see the evil broccoli. They're not doing it for me. This little onion. The zombie T-Rex fills the kitchen with its bulk, its tail wreaking havoc on cookware while its head scrapes against the buckling ceiling. Across the room, you see a large bone. The T-Rex is single-mindedly stomping towards it. He gets within reach, then pops back to where he started, legs briefly kicking in the air before he lands and again begins the cycle. The sight is profoundly uncomfortable. That's definitely a bug. I'll work through this. Maybe it'll fix the rest of the game. Feed the zombie T-Rex without getting stomped. Grab bone ends the encounter. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3 is a metroidvania, which is a silly thing that Zalibur Nelson Jr. came up with, which is just a match 3 metroidvania. Metroidvania, love that. Yeah, and this has had some pretty solid Metroidvania stuff so far. Especially because they do the visual novel thing of tracking your choices. So it's really easy to see the stuff you have or haven't done. Okay, I should be able to grab bone. Boom. Careful. You place the zone in the zombie T-Rex's powerful jaws and back away. It stops for a moment to recalculate its goal, then lets out a growl of pleasure and viciously gnaws at the bone. It's not looping anymore. Did that do it? Is the game fixed? I better find Hunkin. Chapter complete. I think that's good. I think it means we did it good. You return to the bar. Bartender Hunkin is absent-mindedly cleaning a glass behind the counter. My liquid shaders are still broken. I'm assuming fixing that thrown together event demo didn't solve the problem. I just saw a T-Rex in a time loop. Code loop. I nearly died. That's normal. What are we supposed to do now? I hope we wouldn't have to go through all the trouble, but you'll need to reset the game. Of course, to reset the game, you'll need to beat the final boss. And you can't do that the normal way because the T-Rex is broken. The final boss isn't the T-Rex from the first game? No, that would make too much sense. And it wouldn't set up a sequel. That said, let's see if we can find a way around it with the debug functions. Bartender Hunkin pulls out a hefty manual and plops it down on the bar with a thud. He begins to skim through, nodding to himself. Alright, are you gonna tell me what a debug function is? It's a small piece of code. Developers apparently use them to make it easier to navigate the game, test levels, that kind of thing. Due to what I can only assume is poor planning on the part of our developers, I became a hotspot for a bunch of their shortcuts. The bartender suddenly jabs his finger into the center of a page. Yes, there's a version of the final level in the game files. It's too difficult to beat normally, but with a few glitches, you can load into an earlier, easier version. You'll need to fight the Cult of Hunkins, escape the dungeon, do the soup skip. But yeah, that's doable. Soup skip? You have a cult? We have a cult. We're in this together now, remember? All right, and then here's our new branch. Hell yeah. Love it. No. Shop. Load up on bandages. All right. Find where the game-breaking bug is and fix it. Soup skip directly describes how absurd names are for game mechanics. Oh yeah, that's speedrunning tech where it's like, oh yeah, you gotta do soup skip. Like, you look at Hunkin, he raises an eyebrow at you. You ready for this? You say that like it's gonna hurt. Hurt? No. No, not a chance. Hunkin snaps his fingers twice and you immediately feel the fluid in your eyeballs begin to vibrate. You taste blood in your mouth. Circuits? Whatever it is, the taste is metallic and painful. You lied! I lied. Hunkin fades with the rest of the world as you tumble through a strange assortment of code and images until you finally land on solid ground. Is this soup skip? Blinking away the glitch that brought you here, you find yourself in a dusty crawl space. A mildew-tinged breeze wafts through the candlelit arena ahead. On Rocket League, a specific type of save is called a squishy save. Gamers are weird. That's what I'll say. Data stream entrance. Something flashes in your periphery, a blue and pink hole in the world? Gently brushing the neon void with a fingertip, an electric current ripples up your arm before you jerk your hand back. Whatever's on the other side, getting there would hurt. Yeah, enter the void. Fuck it, let's go. Yo, Izumi Archfey, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? Really happy you got the light gun working with the second one. Is way more versatile to shoot a bunch of symbols to use a bit. Oh my God, that would be really fun. Oh, that would be really fun. That would be cool. I'm incredibly intrigued by what the heck this game is about. Oh man. Izumi, you don't know the long storied history of creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3? I meant to type that back when I was goofing earlier. You see how my morning's going? No worries, buddy. Listen. Saw the title and was like, what? Okay. Okay. So Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3, we, as we're just talking about, is a metroidvania, right? A metroidvania, where you play as basically you basically play as a Resident Evil type guy, but you quickly realize that you're in a video game and you need to explore the glitched out parts of the mansion to find the bugs and fix the game. It's super duper meta, it's super duper silly. It's made by Strange Scaffold, who are one of my favorite development groups making indie games right now. So that sounds really cool. I think the demo is still available. Agile, cool. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks, Twitch. I love that Twitch doesn't care. I love that Twitch doesn't care. You know? You would think Twitch would be like, hey, we're not going to immediately show everybody a bunch of ads to like fuck your shit up. No. No. All right. Boop. Yeah, let's enter the void and see what's going on. I'm sure it'll be fine. You ignore your survival instincts and plunge in head first. That's a lot of damage. The only thing you notice is the tremor in your teeth, unfamiliar vibrations passing through your muscles, searing and constricting your tendons, and a nauseating full body rumble. This is only the stale. There's only the stale taste of heat in your mouth as your knees give way. Hello? You fall. A rocky island pops in and out of view before resolving into a solid mass. Slamming into it, a burst of multicolored pixels erupts into the air. Unlike entering the void, the fall itself doesn't hurt. That must not be a danger here. More islands form a path in the distance. A gate blocks the way, locked behind a sputtering hologram of Hunkin? First one was very small but had a cult following. Second one really peaked. It was on the side of the E3 building, as well as being the breakout role for Ben Starr and Danny DeVito. Third was really uncertain with the release date, but it's finally here. God. I love the idea of Ben Starr voicing the game. Most matched influence progress. Match hologram Hunkin's movements to open the gate. Wave arms. Yeah, there were a lot of really good jokes on Blue Sky when this game came out of people being silly talking about the game. He matched orange. Yes. Also, be careful, people actually believe it's a sequel. I'm one of those. I mean, it is a sequel. The other games just don't exist. It is a sequel. They just didn't make the other games. Hell yeah. I goofed my way through it. Duncan gives you an inquisitive look. He sighs and returns to his shaders. All right. Yeah, Izumi, if you're back from ads, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for sitting through the ads. But how was your stream? How are things? How's your Monday? I appreciate the raid so much. I hope everything is going well. I'm gonna turn off the picture of the empty cat bed because, you know, that's silly. You hop from island to island. Some are covered in detailed, bumpy textures. I should have bought more bandages. That's what I should have done. Others are just flat, gridded rectangles. Most are desolate, but 3 landmarks stand out amongst the void. Explore the unfinished library, approach the tool-covered workbench, examine the giant toilet. Automod, that's the game time. Yeah, Automod seems to be really, yeah. Hey, Automod, you don't need to block Redneck. That's not a thing. We don't need to be mad about that. Just officially. You know what I mean? We're good. I want to go to the workbench because maybe there's crafting. What if you could make your own weapons by combining random junk you find laying around? Wouldn't that be cool? It's exactly what I wanted. Evidently, one of the developers thought so because the gently floating pipes and gears surrounding the workbench appear to facilitate just that. Yes! I still laugh about it blocking me from saying Gary. Whoa! Craft Gizmo increases progress. Craft Revolver increases progress. Oh. Man, Puzzle Quest is so good. Oh, okay, it doesn't make a, oh, I see what's, okay, I see. Tomorrow we see the new games on Humble Choice. Yeah, and we see what the new pricing stuff is. And we see what the new pricing stuff is, which, are they increasing the price? They have announced price increases for other regions. And last I saw, they have not announced what it is for US region yet, but a lot of people are expecting it. They've increased the price in other regions, and so people are just expecting it here. Bullet simple. No. Paintbrushes. That's what I needed. Hell yeah. Now I unlock the crafting subsystem, which I'm very excited about. You look down at the bench and stare in awe at your creation. It looks like a hunting rifle, but the metal is tinged with the purplish black of the void. It appears to be permanently wreathed in the ghastly smoke of another world. This is probably fine to put in my inventory, right? However, as soon as you stuff cursed hunting rifle, as soon as you stuff the weapon into your inventory, the bench disappears in a puff of smoke. In the distance, you hear a voice cackle. That's fine. Oh man. Oh. Deals 10 damage or deals 5 damage to you and your opponent. Listen, I made this. That's mine. I accept the consequences. So far it's reported Canada and Europe are seeing a price increase, nothing from the US yet. Yeah. But I'm expecting it because, and I don't mean this at you, Ionic, I'm expecting it because I'm not stupid. So, explore the unfinished library. That is unfinished. Look at that. That's why I said yeah. You browse the library shelves. Most of the books are simple white rectangles in slightly varying sizes. Most of these are about some guy named Lorem Ipsum. Must be pretty important. That's a funny joke. That's good. Among the decoys, you spy real reading material. A Practical Guide to Wealth Redistribution by Rob Burr. Cunning Cephalopods by Karl Mari. And what might be a dirty magazine, judging by the dinosaur posing seductively on the cover. Awakened? What is that? Okay. Let's read Cunning Cephalopods. A book on octopi and a game about dinosaurs. Interesting. You grab the spine and yank. It yanks back. Yank harder. You grip the book with both hands, plant your feet firmly beneath your shoulders and pull with all your might. It gives, along with the pink tentacles, suction to its surface. As more tentacles emerge from the book-shaped gap, you see the crown of a giant octopus. Why? Tentacle grab prevents me from matching books for 3 turns. That sucks. Wait. Your opponent's books matches reduced. Oh, okay. So we don't have opposing progress guides. Okay. Ugh, yeah, I'm hoping to have the latest episode of What You Doing out tomorrow. Maybe late today. I've had a lot going on, and the editing for this has taken a lot of effort. A lot of effort in ways that it normally hasn't, you know? So it took a lot of extra attention to do this episode, and I'm hoping to like I said, to get the episode out, get it done today, get it posted, because I've got like 2 more episodes to do, like, and then I need to get some people to be on. I don't have any scheduled interviews, which is uncommon. Hey, why did those books count for him? That's garbage. That was my turn. Oh, because I can't match, but that doesn't seem fair. Ah, it didn't match because he didn't match on the board. Okay. It didn't match for him because he didn't match on the board. He used an ability. I'll accept it. Oh. Oh my god. You gotta let me have a turn where I can match books. Piece of garbage. Stop him from doing matches. There we go. This guy. The octopus suction cups peel off the hardcover of the book with a vicious pop. Defeated, it retreats back into the bookshelf, its gaze still locked on the book in your hand. Why are you so excited about these books, dude? You want to learn about cephalopods too, huh? From its perch, the octopus's eyes gently plead with you. You sit cross-legged on the floor and begin reading aloud. Hours pass. The octopus is enraptured. When you finally finish the book, you close it, rub your eyes, and look at the octopus again. I hope that was helpful. Sorry about fighting you earlier. Happy octopus noises. The octopus retreats into the shelves and reemerges with what appears to be an old skyhook. It offers it to you with a cheery burble. Oh, thank you. A skyhook? With a final nod, the octopus retrieves the book from you and scuttles back to the depths of the white tomes. Harvest all no, I don't want that. That's silly. Hey game, that was silly. We finally, listen. Listen. We don't need to be silly in here. You know? I know we got a lot going on. We don't need to be silly about things. Now with that having been said, let's examine the giant toilet. You gawk at the enormous porcelain throne eclipsing the skybox. Who put this here? A ribbon of toilet paper hangs over the seat. Paragraphs of text, impossible to read at this distance, cover its surface. The curvature of the bowl guards against attempts to scale its polished surface. Hacker blood? I'm stumped. I should come back. There must be some way I can read this later. You turn, then movement catches your periphery. Beyond the toilet, a column of smoke rises in the distance. You feel a primal fear inside you as you look at it. Constant Leave it alone. The smoke is strangely foreboding. You choose to leave it alone. Just like, no, not messing with that. I'm reading people are saying that Humble Choice isn't worth it anymore. I'm like, did you not see the games added? April at 1,000 Times Resist, Dredge, Tomb Raider Remaster, March at Pacific Drive with all the DLC, that's worth it as well. Yeah, I think a lot of people that want Humble Choice there were times when Humble Choice would do like big AAA games, you know? And I think those people want that. I think those people want to go back to the time when you would get like Mafia 3, you know, or Hitman or something like that. And they want like a 60, they want like $200 worth of games for $11. And like, yeah, sure, that's fun. That's fun when that happens, but also like you said, Ionic, like getting Pacific Drive in the DLC is worth it, you know? Getting 1,000 Times Resist and Dredge is amazing. there are people that want them to go back to things that they're just not going to, you know? So they're okay. Oh, we only have this path to go to. You ready for this? You say that like it's gonna hurt. Oh. Here, you did this. Yeah, I think they want to go back to, like I said, they want to go back to getting like $150 worth of games for $12. And it's like, no, you're getting like $45 worth of games for $11, $12. Is that worse? I mean, I guess, but it's funny when people say like, oh, it's not worth it anymore. It's like, okay, then stop. Like, I don't understand these people that continue to do the thing and then complain about the thing when it's like, you don't have to do the thing. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to do the thing. If you don't think it's worth it, you don't have to. That's fine. It's not like anybody's getting ripped off. Now, there are people who are talking a lot about the keys being out of stock very quickly, and I think that's a valid conversation to have. You know, I think that's a fair conversation to have. That's a fair conversation to be like, wow, when I buy a bundle, when I buy a bundle, like the keys aren't in stock and it's this whole thing, and you know, they're starting to go out of stock quicker and they're starting to have deadlines, and I'm like, that's a fair conversation to have. That's a conversation we can have. You know, that's a way that it's fucked up for everybody. You know? So I'm not going to complain unless I start paying more than the games are worth if I buy them separately. I mean, I'm upset about keys going out of stock very quickly, but that's why as soon as the Humble Choice comes out and it's something that I want, I immediately take the keys. You know what I mean? I immediately just go, oh yeah, this is fine. Pop, 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 pop. You know? That's ridiculous. If you buy the game, you should get the game. Yeah, that's the thing. That's where I'm like, okay, y'all have a point here. Y'all have a point. But yeah, the people who are complaining about like, oh, it's not worth it anymore. Okay, then stop buying it. Right? Stop then. No one's forcing you. Did they eventually get the keys, or did Humble go, nah, you should have gotten it earlier? A lot of times you will eventually get the keys, but it seems to take a while. And I feel like I've seen some people on Reddit talking about like Humble offering refunds because the keys are out of stock. Because the way I figure it works is Humble doesn't buy the keys like one-to-one, right? It's not like they're like, oh, we ran out of stock on a key, let me buy a key. They probably have to buy like 100 keys at a time, you know? And so if you're like, yeah, hey, I didn't get a key, if you're one person, they depending on what the game is, they probably won't buy a new set of keys just to fulfill your one thing, you know? And so I'm curious how that works, and it's annoying that it seems like it's happening more. But there's a couple different reasons for that, and so I'm just, you know. All right, let's go to the final boss, see what this looks like. You know who goes poking their head into holes in the fabric of the universe? Not you.
Unwilling to risk your digital body in this particular venue, you keep moving. Yep. Crouching to step through the passageway, you find the boss arena cold, still smelling of decay despite a gaping hole in the ceiling, exposing the scene to night air. Your eyes take a moment to adjust. As they do, you make out a cluster of robed figures turning to face you in unison. Bathanga, Ijbald, Sund, and Stoffel, you know, cult stuff. Did you not read any of the collectible pages hidden around the mansion? I didn't get the chance. Then our backstory won't make much sense. That's how it goes. The boss fight isn't balanced. Get out of here. Jump into walls increases progress. Raises stress by 15. Hate that. Yeah, I'm curious what the humble choice will be in the way I always am. You know, it continues to be really good. So it's an article with a list, but now I can't seem to find it anymore. Sometimes places will, like other regions will have like will like put a spoiler. You know, like cause I think it's silly to say that they leak it because it's not a leak. It's just it's just an early version. But sometimes other regions will announce it. And then, you know, people in our region will be like, aha! I can use it because it could deal damage to me, and that's... The game wants that to happen. Ah, come on. Just got the Metroidvania Humble Bundle. Heard y'all talking about it. What was in that one? Hang on. I wanted Monster Sanctuary. Monster Sanctuary and Islets anyway. Oh, that does remind me. I was looking at getting that Doom one. $28 though. $28 though. Oh yeah, Metroidvania one looks really good. Grime looks good. Islets looks good. Yeah, Gato Roboto, Monster Sanctuary. Yeah, I need to play Monster Sanctuary. I need to play Monster Sanctuary. There's also the XCOM Complete that I put in the Discord. There's also the XCOM Complete one that I put in the Discord, which is absolutely fantastic. Hi, Graham. Hi, Greenies. What a sweet boy. He's just sitting there. He's such a sweet boy. Yeah, that's usually how I buy those bundles where I'm like, is what I want like the value of this anyway? Okay. Escaping the encounter, you pass through a wall. The sound of chanting hunkins replaced by the smell of rotting meat. I'd hate that. I grow. Okay, good boy. You cover your nose and look around the room to find a series of laundry machines packed with filthy clothes. Is this still in the mansion? At the far end of the room, you can see a wall of jail cells. A man is sitting in the corner in the furthest cell, hanging his head next to a bowl of soup. Soup skip! And in front of him, there's a dinosaur with a handgun blinking heavily. Use your authoritative voice. Freeze! You freeze, I've got the gun. Oh, I finished law enforcer. Oh God, you talk? Yes. I mean, drop your weapon, please. Or I could shoot you. And I could make sure I'm real close when I do it, so it hurts. Quick as lightning, the guard scurries up to you, ready to strike. Is there any deal doesn't comparison of how much money in those games are separately versus the price of the bundle? Look out, he's got a gun! Wally! Wally! Oh. Oh, this one hurts. I unlocked a new ability because I finished Law Enforcer called Civil Asset Forfeiture, and it takes all of their symbols, and that one actually is actually painful. Tiny bite still hurts 3 damage. Okay. I think it's funny. Pistol shot, unsurprisingly, it hurts. Fanatical does good bundles. Yeah, Fanatical has really good bundles. I really, look how he's got a gun. I really wanted to get, I'm still kind of thinking about it in a way that's very annoying. They have some really good ebook bundles right now. That I feel like I should just send to Brian, and I should put in our Discord chat, where they have all PDFs of all of the Mass Effect comics and Dragon Age comics, and all of the art books that they did for those series. The problem is I literally just bought, not that long ago, a Humble Bundle that's all of the Dragon Age and Mass Effect comics. So I would just be buying it for the art books, and it's like, you know, they're $10 each, which is a good deal, but it just feels silly. Bloody and beat, the dino takes a long look at you and lowers his gun. What do you want, man? Clearly we didn't start off on the right foot, and that's on me, sorry. I wanted to ask, sir, can I open up that jail cell, please? The dinosaur looks you up and down with clear disdain. This place stinks, being a guard isn't much better. You've got a cosmic hourglass or some cash? I'll let this whole thing go. Sure, yeah. Pleasure doing business with you. Dinosaur hands you a key and begins plodding down the hallway. Wait, what now? Can I have your gun? Dinosaur shrugs and with reckless disregard for firearm safety, chugs the weapon at your feet. With the guard out of the way, you can finally make your way to the prison cell. I don't like mystery bundles, they do those. I think those are fine if you're just like, whatever, you know? But yeah, I don't do those. I don't do those very often also. You approach the jail cell and an eerie feeling comes over you. The shape of the prisoner's body is familiar. You've seen it in the mirror. The man looks up at you, but doesn't seem to share the same unease. If anything, he looks annoyed. If it isn't my better half, you! What are you doing in jail? Since Hunkin's been teleporting you all over the place, the code of this game is a friggin' mess. It's been moving around anyone else named JJ too. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I was already struggling to reach the lower game functions and now I'm stuck here. Sorry about that. Look, I maintain what I said before. I'm not evil. I know you're looking for the bowl of soup and I have it. I'm gonna give it to you with no strings attached. Oh wow, thanks, that's great. But as soon as you grab it, you're gonna trigger an event that's gonna teleport you out of here. Even better, right? No, because that'll leave me trapped in here, unless you let me out first. So a string. I wouldn't call it a string. Why do you want to reach the lower game functions so badly? That's my business. Right. Okay, this is getting a little stupid. Evil JJ slides the soup out of the cell through the slot in the bottom of the prison door. If I'm evil JJ, that must make you good JJ, right? Now open the door. Listen, this is the more interesting thing for evil JJ. Bad ideas? Yes. You insert the guard's key into the cell lock and turn with a breath of hesitation. When the door swings aside, evil JJ stands up and cracks his neck, rolling his shoulder in a motion you recognize immediately. Don't make me regret this. Evil JJ pauses, then begins to walk purposely towards you. He doesn't stop until your noses are nearly touching. Are we gonna kiss? Is that gay? If I can reach the lower game functions, neither of us will have anything to regret again. See, that sounds bad. Does it? Would it sound so bad if I was named Filbert? Maybe? You hate it. No! Forget I said anything, it's a bad name. No, really, it's great. It's like, hey, is that Filbert over there? Hey gang, when's Filbert coming? It's great. Evil JJ looks down, an unknowable emotion crossing his face. You're all right, JJ. Hey, trust a stranger, gain a friend, Filbert. Picks up the soup and holds it out to you with both hands. You take it from him, sharing a brief final glance as your body begins to spark and shake with glitching static. And then the world is gone again. Hey, we made a friend. See? Look at that. Oh, you got it. You have a lot of nerve. You didn't tell me dinosaurs could talk. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The devs flip-flopped on it since fan reaction to the sexy dinosaur in the last game was divisive. What now? Again, it doesn't matter. I need you to fix this game so I can mix drinks. Your next destination is the big mid-game twist. All you gotta do is pour the soup into one of the empty tanks down in the basement. You'll know what to do when you see it. I'm divisive. Divisive reaction to the sexy dinosaur, not overwhelmingly positive reaction to the sexy dinosaur. You know, maybe it was badly done. You know, that I could see that. I could see that. If it was poorly done, it would be a bummer. And it would be raging. And it would be very mad. Yeah, and it would be very mad to hear that anyone dare think poorly. And it would be mad that anyone dare think poorly of the sexy dinosaur. All right. I am gonna take morning break. I'm gonna take my morning break. This is great and silly, and I love this. This is a great game. Again, we're checking this out as part of Ludonaricon. Checking this out as part of Ludonaricon. No. Oh God. Oh God. That's fun. Hey, we learned something. We learned a thing. We learned a thing right there. Thankfully, I can very easily disconnect the bot and fix it. Thankfully, I can very easily disconnect the bot and fix it. And I appreciate that that I can do that. Listen, it's fine. It's fine, I fixed it. Do you know what I mean? Did I count it? Yes. Why? Who knows? You know, I get it. I get it. I got, you know, my brain works in ways too. I get you. But yeah, I'm gonna take my morning break. This has been great. If people are curious about this game or other games, oh, sorry, my books fell over. You can see 29 times. You can go to ludonaricon.com. Check out all the games from this year and previous years. You can see all of the different games that have been featured, including Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3, which we're checking out today. I did buy a copy of this game, but I do think it was part of the key for Ludonaricon. So I appreciate that. Thank you again to Fellow Traveler. Shout out to Fellow Traveler for doing this every year. I'm going to take a break. When I get back, we're going to play more Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3 because that's what I want to do. I do think this week we're going to be checking out demos from Ludonaricon, and maybe playing some full games. Playing some full games for sort of extended time. Because that's what I want to do. I have the opportunity to check out these games. And that's what we're going to do. You know? And then, I definitely want to play more Horror at High Rock. I was really enjoying that. So we'll play more of that. But that'll be this week. Yeah, break time. I'll see everybody back here in a little bit. If you haven't recently, get up, take a stretch, drink some water, have a snack, get outside, get some fresh air, touch some grass, do whatever you got to do. Take a stretch your neck, make sure you're not, hunched over, clenching your jaw, anything like that. Sit up straight, flex your shoulders, look at a picture of a cat, all kinds of cool ideas. I'll see you back here in a little bit.